as everyone knows that's been following me, my calls have been very, very good the past 2 months, like almost too good. It's too good. So finally, I have no idea what's happening. Last week, not really sure. This week, still not 100% sure about what's happening. I'm a little bit unclear. And I think we're in an area, the market goes through stages. And I think we're in a stage that is meant to cause this confusion. You know, it's not a surprise that I have this sense of confusion right now. Do I still have trades on? A little bit, small size. I mentioned it in my signal room that I had a small short on with SQQ. I did add to it when we went to the highs today, so it's in a nice profit now. It did stress me out, and I think I should have followed my own advice and not added more to that trade. I should have said, like, stuck to no trading. So that's where I have to work on listening to myself more. You guys got to understand, like, I want to put trades on, and sometimes I don't even listen to my own advice. And if I did, I would be a much better trader. So it's like a little personal dilemma I have that I want to share with you guys. This is Opex for tomorrow. The highest put open interest strike is 330. The highest call is 430. The max pain is apparently 373. We're at 3,700 right now. If they want to target this 373 max pain area right here, the market's got to rally from where it is right now. And that tells me that I want to close a little bit. I'm going to close actually a little bit of my short that I have on. I'm going to close half of it. So max pain 373. And right now SPY is at 369. I think, I think it makes sense to, how do I say this? I take some profits here because more likely than not, we may get a push higher to close that, to hit that max pain level. And I also want to do it because I don't have a very clear read on the market. So let's look at the dashboard. Dashboard, interestingly, very bullish on all of these major names. S&P, the main one I pay attention to is S&P 500, right? And also crypto. What is interesting and tells me there is definitely some confusion in the market is the fact that the crypto top 30 is not aligning with what the S&P 500 is showing us. Extreme, not extreme, but a difference in the readings between the two, which again shows some indecision in the market and confusion. When there's indecision in the market and confusion, it's probably not the best time to trade. You should just sit it out, chill, next bus in 5 or 10 minutes, or maybe in the next, maybe it's better to say in the next week, 2 weeks. I always like to start like a monthly. Let's start with a monthly. We're going to do a pretty deep dive here and see what's going on. This is the monthly chart. You can see how we're hitting the 50 EMA. If we go to the weekly, we're also hitting the 200 EMA. None of this, or 200 SMA. So it shouldn't be a surprise that we're struggling in this area. And we've got this period where the market is really in a sense of, it's almost being compressed because we've got my trend heuristic downtrend line right here. And we've got my uptrend, right? We've got the 200 SMA creating a support, and we've got the trend heuristic creating a resistance. So we're getting a bit of a compression, and you can see how the market's just sitting here. The last time I did it was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5 weeks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So the monthly, if I go like this, right, we're basically still in a downtrend. But if I go like this, it's like, oh, we're on the other side of the downtrend and we're creating a W. Now there's the confusion, at least on a weekly. Now, if I go to a monthly, we're still in a downtrend. Nothing has really changed here. It does look like it's trying to cross over. So it's a do or die moment. If we push to the other side, that could be the second to the last leg. We could be in the second to the last leg down, where we push to the other side and we rally up, or we push to the other side and we rally down just a bit below the lows and then we rally higher. But if we reject from both of these levels and close the end of the month down below here, then that means we have a lot further down to go, and we're not going to get a long period of consolidation and rebounds in this kind of range area. So just something to keep in mind, that there's a lot of macro stuff happening with the S&P, and there's a reason we're kind of stuck in this range a bit here. There's something I want you guys to keep in mind. We go to a 3-day. See how we're returning here. We got our W come in, but no confirmation. There's like a slight one and then a reversal. And here's my major downtrend that we've been in. And here's I actually had it like this is my 5-wave count, and my last wave is to the downside over here at 3,400. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if this was the 5th wave. This touch at 3,494 was the actual 5th wave, or the 5th wave is down here. This is one of the points of confusion that I have going on right now that is frustrating me, because the market is kind of just sitting here and not doing much for the daily chart. Okay, so here's daily. Let's look at the daily. There's RSI on the daily there, right? Like that. And then we've got our upside move here. You've got 1W, you got your W right here, and this confirmed the uptrend. And now it's deciding, okay, do I want to do a pullback and push higher? Or do I want to break down and roll over and head down to these lower lows? Obviously, like I said, we're in a major compression zone, and that's why it's kind of just sitting here. Weekly on gold has a 7, 8, and 9. Look at that. 7, 8, and 9, and touching, basically flirting with this original downtrend channel I had. Essentially like that. It's not a surprise that this is acting as a major support. The thing that concerns me is that we're not on the other side of this downtrend line on RSI. However, there is a 7, 8, and 9, which is kind of a big deal. Last time it came in down here and it caused quite a rebound. You had a 7 here, caused a rebound, 7 here, caused a pause at least. So it's not a bad area. Wow, look at this. Okay, on the 3-day, you did something like that. Even if I went down here and I did this, either way, we're on the other side of this trend line at a perfect entry point. Huh. Wow. Oh my God. And a 9 on the daily. Holy crap. Why am I not taking longs on gold right now? I should probably take a long on gold. This is absurd. What is happening here? How can I have not seen this? Wait. Okay, wow. I think this is a fantastic trade location for gold. It looks like it's forming a nice W. You've got a very tight invalidation level. Set your stop below the lows, and your target can be, I mean, let's say this forms a W, right? Let's say that's your W, and let's do a chaos level off this. So then your target is 2,100, right, for a long-term play. And if you want to do a shorter term play, I mean, you can even do a 1.618 tag. Oftentimes that's the first target. So if you even if you just do the 1.618 tag, right? Let's say you just do that. You're still at a 4.3 to 1 risk reward trade. Now, if you go to 2.6 to 1, you're at a 7. You go all the way for the 4.669, you're at a 13 to 1 risk reward trade. Personally, I would take like 50% here, another 25% here, the last bit there.